Welcome to On Scene with the TheFireStore. I'm Peter Kay. I'm joined today by our CEO, Jim Witmer. Welcome, Jim.
Hi, thank you.
It's great to have you. Jim is passionate about product. He's passionate about every kind of product, fire product, you name it. But the product line he's most passionate about is watches. Would you say you're a watch guy, Jim?
Yeah, I have no reason why, but I love watches.
And it turns out most of our customers seem to be watch guys too, right?
They are. Firefighters love their watches.
Every time we go to a trade show and we're walking the show, if there's a watch vendor there, we've got to stop and look at their whole line. And I guess it was late last year, at your insistence, we added Casio as a product line on our website. So today we're going to talk about Casio watches. They got some great watches at all cost levels. There's a watch for every budget. The first watch we're going to talk about today is the Diver Look watch. It's this watch here. This is a basic entry-level Casio watch. It's got a great look to it. Jim, I suspect this watch costs less than 25 bucks. On our website now, it's $21.99. And I suspect the guy who's going to be interested in this watch is the guy who loves the classic look, but is spending all of his money on his wife and doesn't have any money left for himself. So, anybody in their pocket probably has 22 bucks. So
exactly.
if you like good watches, you don't have a lot of cash, or you don't want your wife to know how much you're spending, this is probably the watch for you. So let's talk about the details a little bit.
Yeah, this is the basic on-duty watch, as I would call it. It can take the abuse. It's big letters and numbers, so you'll be able to tell the time even in dark environments. And you can't beat the price, 22 bucks. So it's an entry-level watch, but it doesn't look like one. So we're pretty excited about it, and I think it's going to be a great seller.
Yeah, this watch has 100-meter water resistance, so if you get dunked in a pool, that thing will survive up to 100 meters. I know you're often over your head in water, so
yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, and it's a good-looking watch.
I feel that this watch could be considered a great on-duty watch. Leave your good watch at home and let this one take the abuse of daily firefighting activities.
Casio has become known in recent years for their GShock line. Casio as a company has been around since the 70s, but in 1983 they came out with GShock, and the intention of the GShock line was to produce a cool classic watch that could take some abuse. Now, Jim, I can tell you, I had my first GShock watch in 1984.
Really?
And it was my favorite watch of all time. I wore that watch for years, and it never stopped. I lost it before it conked out. I wished I had that watch today. But we're going to talk about a couple of the GShocks now. So the first GShock we'll talk about is the simple classic GShock. It's this one here. Now, the technology behind GShock is that it's got a hollow case, so the components inside basically float. So you can really give it some abuse. You can give it some abuse, and it'll keep working. And that's the beauty of the watch.
The retail price on this watch is $86.99, and you might say that's a little bit more than your budget, but you're going to get a lot with the features that this watch will give you. Shock resistant, dual time analog and digital. It's 200-meter water resistant, so you don't have to worry about a watch crapping out on you on a fire scene. It has a beautiful black face. It's just a clean looking watch for a guy to wear on everyday duty, whether you're a volunteer or a career guy. It's got a built-in mechanism for setting your alarms. A stopwatch, if you're doing training, it works out great for ladder climbs, whatever you're trying to do to time the guys. So it's handy, built-in calendar. This is a great economy watch for $86.99.
All right, the next GShock we're going to talk about is the extra large G, also known as the three-eyed monster. Jim, if there's one thing we know about firefighters, they like things bigger and better. That's right. That's right. And some guys like big, bulky watches. So this model of the Casio GShock comes in a larger case size, and the larger case size makes it more structurally sound.
I am definitely a fan of this watch. It's a very stealth-looking, a complete black face with a chrome-looking second hand on the thing. It is definitely a cool-looking watch, and I know firefighters like to have a watch that's a little bit different than anybody else. So I would give this one high ratings. It will be a little bit in getting used to wearing because it's just a little bit abnormal from what you're used to. But this is a cool watch, and I think it's going to be very successful.
It's going to get attention, that's for sure.
Yep.
People will notice it on your wrist.
I agree with that completely.
A couple additional features with this watch. It's got an anti-magnetic structure, so you can't fry it by going near anything magnetic. It's got 29 different time zones, so if you're a world traveler, you're covered. And this thing's water resistant up to 200 meters. So if you find yourself in real trouble, you know your watch will be all right.
Exactly. And it's also, I think it's important to know, and maybe I've said this before, that several of these watches have a built-in stopwatch. It's great for when you're doing training scenarios and you can time your guys. So I'm a fan of this one. Even though it's a little bit more stealth looking than I like, I think the guys are going to really enjoy it.
It's selling for $100 now on our website. All right, now we're going to talk about the mother of all G-Shock watches. Jim, can I say this watch is badass? Can I say that?
No.
All right.
But I agree with you, though. It is.
This is the G-Shock, the G Aviation watch. This watch retails now on our website for $260, and it's got a real cool look to it. It was built to resemble an aviation cockpit panel. So I don't know, Jim, what do you think? Would you wear a watch like this?
Yes, I would, exactly. I'll tell you what, this watch is probably the coolest looking watch that you can buy in the whole product line. I am predicting this is going to be probably one of our top sellers. It's not often that you see a watch that has a lot of yellow built into the second hand and around the inside of the face. It's just reeks cool, and you got to own one of these. I think most of the fire guys, if I were to take this to my fire station and I would just put them out on the table, the guys, everyone would pick this watch. So I think it's a winner.
Yeah, I think Maverick from Top Gun would probably wear this watch if he was with us today. It's got that look.
You're a little older than me. I don't remember that show.
Let's talk about the features of this watch. It costs $260 and it comes feature rich. First of all, it's solar powered, which means it'll never run out of batteries because, you know, Jim, the sun's shining half the time, right?
That's right.
And I'm told that it'll even charge with fluorescent lights. That's pretty cool.
I've never heard of that before.
Yeah. Another cool feature is that up to 6 times per day, it'll receive a radio signal that automatically corrects the time. So you'll never be late for a meeting again.
Well, good. I need that.
Yeah. It's got a pretty robust battery, too. It'll go 6 months in the dark without needing a charge. It's got an alarm. It's got a stopwatch. It's got a countdown timer. It's got a full auto calendar. It's basically got everything you need.
Yep. I think in summary with this watch, I think this is probably going to be the winner. As the guys start to wear this thing and they realize how durable it is and how uniquely cool looking it is, I can just see that this will be a watch that you want to brag about when it's on your wrist. And firefighters across the United States are definitely going to want this watch.
The last Casio watch we're going to talk about is called the Twin Sensor. And this watch happens to be on your wrist.
It is.
So this is a watch you purchased personally. It's your favorite from the Casio line, and it's a pretty cool watch.
Well, actually I didn't purchase it. I went into the warehouse and kind of took it. But,
One of the perks of ownership.
I guess.
Well, you picked a good one.
I like it.
Let's talk about the details.
Okay. What I like most about this watch is the use of the color blue in the dial. It is extremely attractive, and it just jumps. So it makes it look like a watch that's a lot more expensive than what it really is. Has the date below. It's got multi features to this thing. I can't even go into all of them because I'm not a detailed guy when it comes to all the watches. I look at the time, I look at the date, and that's good enough for me. But it's got the stopwatch feature, everything that you're really going to need. It's comfortable, it's lightweight. I love the idea that the band is a rubber band. It's rubber, and it's not a leather thing, which starts to get stinky after a while from your sweat. So, and the price is right. If you bang it, you're not going to be worrying about it as if you have a $1,000 watch. You're going to bang it, and it's not going to break. And so we're excited to be able to sell this one, and it's going to be a popular seller, I believe, here.
Yeah, now if somebody was to actually purchase this watch and not go into the warehouse and take one, it would cost $99.99 currently on our website. So it's a fair price. A couple of additional features. You may use these. It's got a thermometer, and it's also got a compass. That's pretty cool for a watch to have.
You can't get any cooler than that.
To find these watches, go to our website and go to the search box and type Casio, and you'll see our full range of Casio watches. They're all in stock and ready to ship.
Awesome.
Now I'm thinking, Jim, we ought to probably offer our viewers a special discount so that they can buy these Casio watches a little bit cheaper than everybody else. What do you think about that?
Well, that's pretty aggressive of you, Beard.
Well, That's my job.
What are we
to be
giving them?
aggressive.
What
How
are we giving them?
what do you think? Should we give them 5% off?
Why are you so cheap?
All right. Okay, we'll go. How about 10% off? That works?
10's good.
All
You know
right.
what?
Don't
Let's
say
make
it.
it 11.
11? All right.
11.
I
We've
bet
never did 11% off, have we?
No, we haven't.
So let's do 11%.
Okay, for details on your 11% discount, we've got a code on the screen, and we encourage you to come to the website and use your special 11% discount and check out these Casio watches.
Exactly.
Thanks for joining us, Jim.
Yep, thank you. And thank you.